right. Sylvia, you can try this one. You. Marry him. Yes, we get married next August. Sylvia.
Are you going to marry him? Yes, we are going to get married next August.
Are you going to marry him? Yes, we
are going to get married next August.
Good. Are you going to marry him? Yes, we are going to get married next August. All right. Who's next? Who's next? Alberto again. Okay, when you go to America, you write to me. Yes, of course, I write to you. You are my best friend. Okay, Alberto.
When you go to America, will you write to me?
Okay.
Yes, of course I will write to you. You are my best friend.
Good. When you go to America, will you write to me? Yes, of course I will write to you. You are my best friend. Good job, everyone. Now we will look and listen.
Look and listen.
Scientists will invent new machines in the future. I think that we are going to live on space stations one day. In the future, everyone will have a robot. There are going to be lots of new inventions in the future.
Read and repeat.
Before we continue, let's review some useful vocabulary so that we can talk about space and technology. Okay, we have scientist, science, space station, invention, machine, discovery, medicine, space travel, robot, astronaut, planet, and satellite. Now we have scientists, science, space station, invention, machine, discovery, medicine, space travel, robot, astronaut, planet, and satellite. So we can practice making sentences with some of these words. Take a look at your screen. Scientists are going to invent new machines. Next, astronauts are going to travel into space. Next, people will live on space stations in the future. And people will discover new types of medicine. Scientists are going to discover new planets. All right, now, Linda, what are scientists going to do?
Scientists are going to invent new machines.
Very good. Alberto, what will people discover?
People will discover new types of medicine.
That's right. Sylvia, where are astronauts going to go?
Astronauts are going to travel into space.
Very good. Now we are going to talk about quantifiers and nouns. Quantifiers are special words we use to talk about the amount or quantity of something, how much of something. We use these quantifiers with nouns. Before we look at quantifiers, let's look at how we use nouns. We can separate nouns into two groups. We have countable nouns and uncountable nouns. With countable nouns, these are the nouns that can be counted. So we can put a number in front of the noun. And these nouns can be plural. We usually make these nouns plural by adding an S, and they're called regular nouns. Okay, let's look at some examples. Astronaut, plural, astronauts. Computer, computers. Idea, ideas. Day, days. Invention, inventions. Planet, planets. Disease, diseases. Some countable nouns are irregular because we do not use an S to make them plural. Look at these examples. Child, children. Woman, women. Man, men. Tooth, teeth. Foot, feet. Fish stays the same, fish. Mouse and mice. Now, the other group of nouns is called uncountable because we use them for things we can't usually count. So these are nouns that we cannot count. We cannot put a number in front of them. Uncountable nouns. All right, here are some examples of uncountable nouns. Space, traffic, fuel, water, air. Information. When we use these nouns, we never add an S because they are not plural. They're not countable. Let's look at some sentences using some of these nouns we just reviewed. Astronauts will travel to many other planets in the future. All the information will be on computers. Scientists are going to invent new machines. We will discover new kinds of fuel. There will not be any air on the moon. People are going to work on space stations. Let's look at some quantifiers that we often use when we speak about the number of people or things. Okay, take a look at your screen. All, most, a lot of, lots of, many, much, some, any, a few, a little, few, little, none. Now, let's look at some graphics explaining these quantifiers. Take a look. So first we have all, which is 100% of something. So all of it, everything. Then just below all, we have almost all, but we call it most. So about 90%. Just below most is many or much. Many is used with countable nouns, much with uncountable nouns. And it's about 7 to 80%. Below that is some, about 50% of something. A few or a